Call halal, Yahweh Shimi Ashai, Bashim Rakakadash, double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, as well as honor to the men under the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and those who hope to be of that number. New Crown Royal strain is far more infectious and spread among young BBC News. And this reminds me of the scripture, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Go into the word devices. It's a mental perception and thought. Let's hear it first.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
Devices. 1 Corinthians 2:11. Naima. Devices. Naima. A mental perception, thought, an evil purpose. That which thinks. The mind, thoughts, or purposes. Thought, evil purposes. The mind. Naima, perception, i.e. purpose, or by implication, the intellect, disposition itself, device, mind, thoughts. A mental perception and thought, specifically an evil purpose. To cause whoever is devising evil against Hamashiach to desist from his purpose and submit himself to Hamashiach, as Paul says, 4th, 2 Corinthians 2:5, plural, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Yeah, and one of his mental perception and thoughts, one of his devices is mainstream media, and he's using mainstream media to push an evil purpose, which is to get everyone jabbed, vaccine, and then afterwards, a little later, get everyone chipped, as many people jabbed and then as many people chipped. And he's using mainstream media to push it. And as currently he's using mainstream media to push this more contagious strain of Crown. And we're not ignorant. We know about his mainstream media. We know about his devices, other devices he uses to push his evil purposes on the people, primarily on Jake, the Israelites, the black Latinos, Native Americans.
Has confirmed that
I'll just play like 2 minutes of this video. And then afterwards, I might just show you this. Or I'll show you this now. I made this video, Understanding Romans 13, 1-7. I took notes from Elder Yashawamba's lesson, Understanding Romans 13. And I made, a slide, presentation of slides with the text. So the breakdown of Romans 13 is here. So that when Esau and his clerical response team pastors are misusing Romans 13, you know what Romans 13 is talking about. Nevertheless, the apostles and elders of GMS and like-minded brothers doing the work of the prophet, they've already covered Romans 13. I just want to do it myself. I've also got 1 Peter 2:13, which is a precept to Romans 13. Okay, here we go.
the new variant of coronavirus has a much quicker transmission rate than the original strain. Researchers at Imperial College London say that even with a lockdown similar to that in
They're using this more contagious strain to push the jab even harder.
England in November, the number of cases would still triple, and that this was the most serious change in the virus that we've seen. It comes as the government reported another 53,285 new infections. The surge in cases, particularly in London and the South East, has left NHS emergency staff at battle stations, according to medical leaders, with health workers exhausted and struggling to cope. Our health correspondent Dominic Hughes reports.
It might be a new year, but there's no let-up in the pressure on hospitals in London and the South East. A surge in seriously ill COVID patients means staff are being pushed to the limit. Intensive care beds are a real pinch point. Some patients are being moved from Kent to Bristol and Plymouth, where there's spare capacity. That in itself is not unheard of, but doctors say it shows the pressures they're working under.
If the number of cases don't begin to reduce fairly soon and indeed reduce sharply, we would be in a situation where the healthcare infrastructure
God, I can't keep this going. I'm gonna end it there. Hopefully this video is edifying. Until next time, shalom.